See if we got any view. Oh. I don't see any live people on here yet. There we go. We got a couple of lives. A couple of viewers here. Who all was watching? Just a quick test video. Comment in the chat. Hey, Clippy. Actually feels good outside considering what we've been through going through during the day. Humidity is not too bad. Eric over in Welch. How goes it? So, YouTube has certain criteria that still needs to be met, even though I can go live. As far as monetization goes, I've got one more criteria to meet, and that opens up super chats and how you subscribe on the Facebook. I think it's on the Facebook page. I think I got it at like $2.99 a month or something like that. Here it's called join. There'll be a little tab that says join, and that's like the subscription-based thing on Facebook. But super chat and all that stuff, it's kind of like sending stars, but it works different, and I'll figure that out as we go down the road. But yeah, that's not my truck, Mark. That's the neighbors over there. I'm just chilling here on the front patio, and thought I had one of the cats out here. I don't know where they've all took off. Well, Romeo, you can't see him, but Romeo is right there. Big old gray tabby cat. I'm just sitting there chilling on the front patio and doing a test live. But anyways, the criteria, the last thing I got to get is 3,000 hours watched over the last 365 days. Or no, it's either 2,000 or 3,000 hours. And so I'll do some of these videos just to subscribe and watch these little videos, and we'll talk weather or whatever y'all want. And once I start doing actual weather stuff from my computer using the OBS software suite that I use to go live on Facebook, to use that same platform to go live here on YouTube. But then I'm gonna, once things start going good, then I'll start using Streamlabs, which is I think 3 different links to go live on, and I will do that. But the primary would be here from YouTube, and then Streamlabs will simulcast across the Facebook platform. So I won't see what's happening on Facebook because I'll be here on YouTube. So, but anyhow, see Tropical Storm Lee is there, and he's going to be a bad one. Who is that? Personality. Monkey Monk. That's Miss Jackie's cat. She lives next door over there in the next building over. But Lee, he's going to go to Cat 5. You know, I had a stepbrother named Lee. He passed away a number of years ago, young age, diabetes. Uh, Let me tell you, that was one tough SOB. You did not want to mess with him. Lee is going to go into a Category 5, and there's a couple of models that I look at that I don't show on my live streams, but there's a new upgraded model, and it's specifically for tropical cyclones and 5. And we're going to get a little trough drop down that's going to, like, call it a Fox cold front, if you will, FAUX. Um, some of the models are calling mid-60s at night. There we go. Looks like I lost everybody. Lost the thing. Okay. Mark says, all I know is Facebook notifies me instantaneous when I broadcast. While YouTube takes a while. I've always had the reverse on that, Mark. Looks like I lost everybody. Where'd you guys go? Well, it shows 0 viewers, but Cliffy, I see you there. Mark, I see you commenting there. Okay, well, whatever on the viewers. Not really worried about it, but anyhow, back to Lee. This little trough cool front that's going to drop down next week. That's going to be the saving grace, and that's if, and I stress if, everything goes as advertised as the models are projecting. Because any retrograde west of the Bermuda High, basically, and a delay on that cold front or cool front could very well put the East Coast at extreme risk. And yeah, I don't know, Mark, but Cliffy, but anyhow, right now, and you know, all the models, when these things first get going, you go back and look at the trends of how they run, and on Pivotal Weather, you can go look at the model trends with the Euro and the GFS, and you can run a loop, and you can see how these things have always trended more westerly as these things started getting ramped up and they started getting recon data from the hurricane hunters. And I got a feeling this thing is going to come really close to the east coast of the United States. And if this thing were to hit the Carolinas or the Delmarva as a strong Cat 4 or Cat 5. Um, the waters are a bit cooler there, but not by much. And if that trough is slow to get down here and stretched out across the northeastern states, that's going to be a problem. I mean, can you imagine if this thing went in as a strong Cat 4 up to Delmarva and the Washington D.C., or as a strong Cat 3 in the New York City, like sort of like Superstorm Sandy did? Um, those people ain't about that. I mean, they're not about that life. They don't know what a Cat 3 or a strong Cat 3 or even a Cat 4 hurricane would do up there. Those houses aren't built for that. And um, God forbid, Bermuda, still in the line of sight, still in the crosshairs. Um, Nothing's off the table. And I see a lot of meteorologists and a lot of enthusiasts out there saying, oh, it's a fish storm, it's a fish storm. I wouldn't bet on that just yet. As we've seen over the years and years and decades, they all trend more west. And until we get probably in a time frame where this thing is the north side of Puerto Rico, that's when we're going to have a pretty good idea of where it's up the East Coast is going to go. And it's not going to come in the Gulf. Thank God. But if it does hit full on the East Coast as a strong Cat 4, God forbid a Cat 5, uh, woo, that would be their version of Ida. If they got an Ida type storm on the East Coast, which I don't think they've had in 40, 50, 60 years, um, they're in trouble. So, but anywho, and I see some of you guys, uh, once this channel grows, I'm going to need moderators. And if any of you guys want to moderate, just send me an inbox message on the Facebook page, and we'll get you set up for that. This way, you guys can watch the comments and stuff and nuke anybody, because once this channel starts growing, the trolls are going to come in droves. And I would probably literally need an army of moderators to kill the trolls and just nuke them out of the feed. YouTube has so many bots, man, and it's incredible. And I don't have that problem on Facebook. You get the little spammers that come on there and ask you about, I seen your page, I've been trying to send you a friend request, and those are all bots, and some of those are Chinese bots, by the way. And make sure you don't let them send your friend request. China's not exactly our ally. But anywho, so I want to take a walk out here because I was going to go out back earlier, and I just didn't feel like bringing Nikon out, but really can't see it. And I don't know if I can zoom in with this, if it'll let me. Oh yeah, it will. Well, that's the moon, but anyhow. and I believe that's Venus there. I don't know, but anyhow, so I hate these spotlights out here. And this is life in the hood. Shenandoah subdivision is up that way. The sodium lights down there on the other side of the fence. If you know Baton Rouge, you know Shenandoah. And then these houses on the other side of our fence, these were being built when I lived here last time from '09 to 2016. And then behind the apartments was all woods back there. And they're all gone. That's a little subdivision back there behind us now. And so we have no more woods around. We've got trees and stuff, but not like they used to. And in a way, I miss them because it provided shade on the back patio. You could sit out there all day except for like noon to maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And after that, it's back in the shade again. But anyhow, just feels kind of good out here, and with me dealing with the stuff I got to deal with, the heat, it kind of gets to me, and I'm not acclimated to it no more. I spent a lifetime working out in the heat too, but this summer's been pretty freaking brutal, and we just, we've had our summers where we've had a couple of days where we hit 100 or 101, 102, even 103. But, those were maybe 1 or 2 days, 3 days max. And then we were back down, mid 90s and even some high 80s in there at times, or low 90s. And lack of rainfall almost feels like California with no rain. It's incredible, especially down here. It's it's really unprecedented the way this summer has went, and I don't know what's coming. But one thing I will say is El Nino is going to start to fade as we start getting into February and March, and it's going to fade rapidly. And we're going to be back in La Nina. And so next year during hurricane season is really going to be a year that we're going to have to watch the tropics real close. Right now, we're still feeling a lot of the effects from the Tonga volcano eruption a couple of years ago. And it was such a massive event. Um, it altered global climate patterns. And I've been in arguments and debates with a lot of scientists and meteorologists about it. They were quick to dismiss it. And, you just want to reach out and touch somebody because they, refuse to even accept, any kind of the scientific evidence that's there. And so, like I always say, the suits know best, right? And half the suits don't follow a lot of the stuff that they should be following and reading up on and educating themselves. They get that degree and just sit back there and work the continental United States models, and they don't look at a lot of the other stuff. And that's what really separates me from the big boys. And I study a lot of stuff. And Reed Timmer has this thing, never stop chasing. I said it on my Facebook page over and over again. Never stop learning. Mark, yeah, it's they should have never got rid of the analog, where you can just pick them up with frickin' rabbit ears. All this digital crap. I got better reception with just regular antenna than I did with the digital, and I'm. It's like they basically forcing us to buy cable, and I'm not getting cable. I've got internet. That's it, and I have Discovery Plus and on my Amazon Prime, which I get a discount on, thank God, because SSI and all that, and uh, the Walmart Plus that comes with Paramount Plus. So I can watch most of my shows. I can't watch anything on History Channel because none of them carry the History Channel. I miss Swamp People, and but most of my shows are on Discovery anyways. The Gold Rush series and Deadliest Catch and stuff. And so that's basically what I watch. And I'm friends with some of the crabbers up there and some of the boats. And um, when I worked on the barges here on the Mississippi River, I heard we had a guy that come down here and he had worked up there. And I don't remember what boat it was on. This was back in the mid '90s, early mid '90s, and he only stayed out there for like a month, and then he went back up there. And he said, "You can't beat the money. It's dangerous. You grind. You lack of sleep. And if you've ever watched Deadliest Catch, you know what I'm talking about." And he gave me a number to call. I almost went up there, but dummy me decided I was going to get married to an old high school sweetheart. And um, well, after she went to Central, I went to Baker, and she used to come hang out in Baker, that little game room and all that. But she basically ruined my life. I turn the camera around, but you can't see me in the dark. I'm wearing a Jets hat. And let my beard grow too. But anyhow, so another week, high temps, well, the rest of this week, and we start off next week, and then we start to cool off a bit and get more seasonable. And the pattern's going to be slow to flip at first, and then as we get into October, things are going to start happening fast. As we get towards the end of October, we get more cold snaps, and into November, still going to be a little bit warmer than average, but then December, January, that's when it's going to happen. And my prediction still stands. Somebody down here gets a dusting, measurable amount of snowfall. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of these little lives as often as I can here on YouTube. I can build up the hours watched because it's going to take a lot to get to that 3,000 or 2,000 mark, whatever it is. And um, as of now, I think I was at 225 hours that people have watched of my videos, and I got a shitload of videos on this channel. But anyhow, but after Lee, Margot forms right on his heels, and as she's coming off the coast of Africa, she's going to turn north and head for the Azores, and she's going to be at least a Cat 1, maybe Cat 2 hurricane before she goes subtropical up there. And then the next storm after that will be Nigel. And there's nothing down the pipe as far as Nigel forming. We'll see if these waves coming off of Africa or if something starts stirring up the CAG, as we call it, the Central American Gyre. You never know, because these troughs drop down and you can get something spin up on the tail end of them out there in the Gulf or the Bay of Campeche. So it's going to be worth watching. But right now, neither Lee nor Margot will be any kind of threat to the Gulf of Mexico. So uh, I know y'all have heard that probably already, but anyhow. Oh yeah, Mark, to answer your thing, when Twitter screwed with the National Weather Service, Elon's got that fixed, and um, I don't see them as often when they post, but I do see them after the fact, and I just don't, comment or go to their pages enough, and a lot of times, to see stuff from the National Weather Service, you got to click like or share the whatever they're posting, and the same with my account, and I talk a lot of smack on Twitter, it's just a personal page, and um, I'm getting back from when they banned me back in, what, 2020? Oh, what's her face held up that fake head of Donald Trump. I lit into her, and then there was an Iranian mullah or cleric or whatever that was talking about killing American troops, and I commented, I said, yeah, then there's a J dam with your name on it. Maybe a minute or two went by, and all of a sudden, bam, it got me on both comments. That was it. Poof, gone. And Elon opened things back up. So it's an even playing field, and the left does not like it. But anyhow, and look, y'all, this is just a little rap session. We're just chilling, talking. I'm trying to build the time up. I got to get to that 3,000 hours total time watched to open up the monetizations. But at least I'm able to go live on here from my phone or inside on my computer. I still got to set OBS up for it. And I'll do some, weather updates and stuff like I do on Facebook when I go live. I'll do the same here on YouTube, but oh, you did? I heard that there was a write-up. I don't know if it was who it was. it was a news media outlet. I think all the major news media outlets were talking about it, but there was one in particular, and read part of the story, and Elon was supposed to have fixed it. So he's making a lot of changes, and I'm going to create a weather account on there and link it to my main one, and Elon has a really good monetization thing set up, and it's getting even better. And as hard as they're trying to make Twitter fail, well, X fail, he's fighting back. And he's even suing the ADL. We call them the Defamation League, but it's Anti-Defamation League, which is the biggest financial backer, and he's basically got a big hand in the cookie jar with the ADL. He's also the owner of eBay now. He's an Iranian, and I can't pronounce his name, but he's anti-American. And so, the ADL is pushing advertisers away from YouTube, and it's got all the internal communications from Twitter 1.0, and he's dropping receipts left and right. And Alex ALX and Barry Weiss and some others, they Alex, as I call him, goes by the Twitter handle ALX. If you're on Twitter, you've probably seen him on Elon's feed, but he finally followed me back. Elon probably won't be far behind, because anybody that Alex follows, Elon's going to follow. And the establishment is trying to burn Elon, but they really don't have nothing on him. It's all smoke and mirrors, and he's making Twitter better. It's not one-sided. It's not a platform for the left anymore. It's for everybody, and the left is just having nuclear meltdowns because they don't have their platform where they can, kick our teeth in on there, and it's not how it should be. At Facebook, oh, Facebook, they are nailed. There's look, Zuckerberg. This is one reason why I wanted to get off of Facebook, and I've even downloaded my pages, both my personal accounts, and just in case, because the way things are going now, and the stuff that's coming out about Zuckerberg, Facebook is in serious jeopardy of going under. When you guys send stars on Facebook, there are times I should have gotten, $200 or $300, and come in a month, I see my statement, and I get like $12.50 or $15. I'm like, what in the hell? And Apple, when people send stars, they buy stars from an Apple device, or an Apple browser, Apple takes 30% off the top. And so I lose that revenue. And as the prices of the subscription-based software that I use for my weather software go up, it's like every several months they raise the price 50 cents, 75 cents, a buck here and there. And that stuff just keeps adding up and adding up and adding up. I'm like, damn, man, you know, and really the only thing that saved me thus far is the subscriptions. The stars, they're killing us on. They're ripping us off. And the subscriptions, that's really the only thing that's kept me afloat as far as the subscription stuff, because I can't afford to get stuff now just, off my low SSI check. And um, so I don't know what's going to happen, because SSI may have something to say about all the monetization stuff and all that. And, if I lose SSI because of it, then I'm screwed. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyhow, I'll do, a number of these little chit chat sessions, uh, just to build up the hours till we hit that 3,000 mark. And then I'll unlock, the monetization on here. But, oh yeah, no, I don't do TikTok. One of my best friends, he's so into TikTok, and I keep telling him, he says, I don't care. I'm like, when China blows your phone up or steals all your credit card info and jacks all your stuff, I'm gonna laugh. He goes on a little triad about how he's gonna catch a plane to China. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, fool. He's one of them Cajuns from over there and near Crowley, and he absolutely does not give a single F at all. But, I did weather back in the day on Yahoo, when we had Yahoo Chat, and I don't know if any of y'all ever chatted on Yahoo Chat. You could get through Yahoo Messenger, and then they had other software or apps, as they're called now, Yah Elite, and a couple of other platforms. And uh, I had Louisiana Weather. They had Louisiana chat rooms. I think it was 1 through 12, sometimes 9. It just depended. You can make your own. But I had a separate one called Louisiana Weather, and this was back in the late '90s, early 2000s, and anything that popped up, I was posting stuff in there. And then MySpace came along, and it was mainly family and friends and stuff like that. Try and do the same thing I do, but we didn't have the technology back then that we do now with radar and stuff like that. And you guys have seen my radar software that I use, and it's come a really long way, in the past 2 decades. And it's really great, because both of the platforms that I use, Gibson Ridge GR Level 3 and uh, Weather Studio, sorry about that. They both give me the ability, or the same ability, I should say, as the National Weather Service, to look inside these storms and see what the winds are doing. And that's how Jay, it was either Jay or Steve, coined the name Tornado Joe, because I would spot them coming in off the Gulf, and sure enough, they were spinning up a tornado, and but anyhow, then somebody called me Rogue Weatherman. I said, you know what, that sticks better than Tornado Joe. I don't remember who coined that term, Rogue Weatherman, but it stuck. Where's she at? She makes a mess. Emma, we'll go out. Come on. She's either there or over here. She's like a kid. Where's she at? Yep. You wanna go outside? You go out? Come on. Let's go out. She's ready to go. You go out? You go bathroom? Come on. Go. Stay in the yard. This dog is going to be the death of me. She listens when she wants to, which is rare. But as she's getting older, she knows one word commands pretty good, but when she gets it on her mind, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Huh? Oh, rotten. Where's that kitty cat? Where's that kitty cat? She is some rotten. Got them long legs and big ears. But when she was a puppy, she would bounce through that high grass out there in Jennings, out there in the country, and all you see is the ears and them long legs. She's predominantly min pin with a little bit of Manchester Terrier, maybe some Chihuahua mixed in, but predominantly min pin. Where's that cat? Where's that kitty cat? Watch. Skit. Skit. Stop. Good girl. At least she's listening. She loves to chase. I don't know what she sees out there in the grass because I can't see it, but this dog will smell a bone that's been buried 6 inches, 8 inches down, been there for probably 10 years, and she'll dig it up. Out back, though, because people like to throw food back there by the back fence, and because we got coons and possums out here, and they'll throw the scraps out there for them and the cats. You got half dozen or so feral cats, but most of them are tamed. I tamed 2 of them, and never thought they'd be tamed. Actually, there's one that was left here. That's Callie. Hey, Callie. What you doing, baby? She's pretty cool. She was, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Emma, stop. Get over here. Leave the cat alone. See, she grew up around cats over there in Jennings. They all played together. And these cats here, they don't play. And that particular one I just showed you, got her this past spring on her nose, and thankfully it didn't need to be stitched up or anything. Just put some Neosporin on it, and after a week or so it healed up. But she don't learn her lesson. She'll learn her lesson for about a month or two, and then she's right back ready to chase. Huh? Yeah, I see you. We're talking about you. Be our YouTube mascot. But they come, you can see these white spots on the sidewalk. They come with this machine, and they grind it down so that it's level. But it's so you don't trip over it. Come here. Come on. Get over here. Emma, come. But they got stuff like this here. So I need to get a shovel. Because I've tripped on it a couple times. We'll stumble over it. Anyways, you guys, I think I talked about, her name's Emma. Emma Rose. That was two girls that had her before they left her with her kin people up there where I lived at. Lived next to them. But, I call her Booty, because when she was little, when she'd run, she'd tilt her head down and turn her head sideways and hold her head down, and she'd twist her body, and it was like she was running sideways. She had her butt swinging out to the side, and I'm like, yeah, Booter, it's stuck. Booty. She knows that name. She warmed up to my daughter when they came for a LSU graduation back in May. I thought Megan was going to take her home with her. Like, no, not yet. Not till your old man kicks the bucket. Then she can go to Texas. But anyhow, it feels weird because this is the same building I lived in before, but just 3 doors down. Back on that, around that side where it juts out right there, there's an apartment there, and then that other one where you see the doorbell light. Mine was right here on the side in 68. That's where I was for 7 years. That's where I had Red when he was still alive. And now I'm here in 65. And I know the guy that lives there, and I don't talk to him that much, but I kind of miss my old apartment. But too many memories there, and memories of Red and all that. But this dog here, when we first moved here, she would go over there behind the gazebo along the fence line, and there's a big tree. You can't really see it there, but big oak trees back there in the corner, and she would go along the fence line. That's where she would do her business, and she would walk the fence line, cut across, and go back to the back. There's big oak trees there, and she would do her business there. Exact same place as Red used to go, and now she just goes in the back, and she goes right up there by the fence. When nobody goes, she don't do her business nowhere else. She'll go pee out here in the grass, but go and poop, she goes back right up against the fence. And it's like the way they've got it designed back there, when it rains, that water runs through there, draining, because there's a drain back here on the other side of the fence, and so it all gets washed out anyways. But the dude that's in my old apartment, his dog, she goes all over the place out here, and I gotta watch. Sometimes he'll pick it up, sometimes he don't. What are you doing? But anyhow, yeah, just a rap session with you guys, just to build up some time and hours watched, and we got a long way to go to hit that 2 or 3 thousand. I think it's 3,000, maybe 2,000, but I don't remember. But I have to go back and look at it. But once I hit that, it might take 6 months, it might take a year, but we'll get there eventually. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers on the channel now. I think it was 900 and something, which is good. And but I know Elon, they're paying buku money. I'm just kind of really waiting to see how things are going to go with that, because if these government hacks and all them don't shut Twitter down or do something to Elon, and Twitter, gets better, then you know I'm making 5, 10,000 bucks a week on Twitter, like some of these people are doing. Um, I get off SSI and all that, and if I can get out of this place and get my own place, I mean, I don't have much time left on this earth, anyways, and I've only owned a house one time, and I'd love to be able to move somewhere else and have my own place again. Come here. Come on. Let's go inside. Come on. I gotta watch her like a hawk out here. Come here. Usually I'll have her on her leash and harness and stay on the sidewalk. It's like a child, though. And get off that car. Come here. Come. Good girl. Good girl. You want a treat? I'm gonna go get your treat. Pepperoni. You want your pepperoni? She loves them pepperoni sticks that I get her. She don't even chew them, swallows them. I break them into little bite-sized pieces. Comes in a little, like an 8-inch long stick or 6-inch long stick, and got the beef flavor. What are you doing? Oh, there comes Romeo. That's my big buddy there. That's my outside pet. He is huge. he, he's longer than Emma, and he's almost as tall as Emma. What you doing, Romeo? Meow. Come on. Come on. Come see me. Come on. What you doing, buddy? Come on. Yeah. He's thinking Emma's fixing to chase him. Where you going? Meow. He sees something out there in that grass. Come on. Nope. He's going over there. She probably got food out for him over there. But yep. One of my longtime neighbors. Come on. Oh, wait, that's not Romeo. That's Romeo right here. That is the other male or female. Never can get close enough. I think that's a male, but might be a female. But that's Romeo. What you doing, Romeo? What you doing, buddy? What you doing, huh? You come see? Come on. Come see me. Come on, big boy. Come on. And Emma's like watching the other cat. Oh, there she is. She won't come over here. He or she. But she sees me, and then Emma's right here, and Romeo's looking at her. Get, be nice, leave him alone. She's rotten. She wants the attention. Leave him alone. He's gonna pop you. He's gonna pop you. Go ahead. Emma, stop. Be nice. Behave. Leave the cat alone. Well, she wants to play so bad. He's like, nope, not having it. Huh. Let's get your belly. This was the first one I tamed last winter when I moved back here. He wouldn't go to nobody. Now he's always wanting to jump in my lap when I'm sitting in the chair outside. There's a big cat too. Can't really see it that good, but he's huge. Huh. You scratch your belly? No. Big boy. And there goes Callie. We take care of the cats here, and Emma, get out of that. What are you doing? Make sure they all got water and food. That's another expense. Get your butt back over here. Come here. Emma, stop. Miss Jackie, come outside. Yeah, it's my neighbor. She was the one that worked with me on the Magnificent Seven movie when I was doing weather for those guys. And so like when Mom would come around and Miss Jackie was outside, Emma didn't know who to go to. She'd look at Mom, Jackie. She'd run to Mom real quick, then she'd run to Miss Jackie. There she is. There's the cats. Yeah, I'll take care of them around here. That's Callie. There's Monkey. What you doing, boo-boo? Meow. What you doing, Monk Monk? Yeah. Come on, Emma. Can we go inside? Come. Can we go in? She's looking for leftover pieces of cat food. And the cat's got it all ate. I'll do a live or two a week, just try to build up time, and this way we can unlock those. So get your butt out of that. Get, get out of that. Get over here. Come. And now she's gonna be hard headed. But scattered afternoon thunderstorms. They'll be there. Be hit or miss. 20-30% chances. That's about it. Maybe 40% next week, but we'll see. But some of you get lucky. The rest of us know. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, and we'll talk again on here later. Maybe tomorrow. Well, today's night. So, y'all have a good one. Thanks for joining on YouTube here, and we'll talk to everybody again later. Cliffy, Mark, and everybody else that's on here that didn't comment. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.